Hello, and welcome to the Tulsa Debate League Policy Debate Judge Training for the 2024-2025 season. My name is Morgan Lawrence, and I'm a Program Manager for Tulsa Debate League. First of all, thank you so much for being here. I say this a lot, and we all do, but we truly couldn't do this work without you. We anticipate this season being our biggest yet by far for our Policy Debate Friday tournaments. So thank you so much for choosing to spend your Friday evening with us. We appreciate it, and you're really making a difference in these kids' lives. The middle and high school resolution this year is resolved the United States federal government should substantially strengthen its protection of intellectual property rights in copyrights, patents, and/or trademarks. The affirmative team will argue for the resolution, and the negative team will argue against the resolution. They don't get to pick which side they're on. They see it on the posting, and they go to their room. They have to be prepared to debate both ways. This is a round structure. It is the same this year for middle and high school, and these are, I believe, the correct times. Yes, they are. So the first four speeches are the constructive speeches. That's like building the house. You're constructing the arguments. These are pre-written speeches. Some cross-examinations are in between where the kids ask each other questions. It's up to you, it's up to you and the students whether the cross-examinations are open or closed. Closed is more difficult. Sometimes in those middle school beginner rounds, open is much more comfortable so that teammates can help each other out. Here are the rebuttal speeches. These are not pre-written speeches. This is where they're refuting their opponent's claims. And each team gets 8 minutes of prep time per team. They can split that up however they want. Encourage them to take that. Your role as judge is to give the round your full attention. Please silence your cell phone before beginning the round. You can keep time with it. Many of the students also have timers, but please no personal calls, no TikToks, no Instagrams, things like that. It distracts you, and the kids do notice that, and they've worked really hard. Make sure the rounds stay on schedule by starting on time and keep an accurate time for speeches, cross-ex, and prep time. We really pride ourselves at Tulsa Debate League about keeping everything going on time, getting these kids home at pretty much the same time every time we do tournaments, so we like to stay on schedule. Make a decision on who won the round based on which team did a better job of proving their position, not based on personal opinion. And provide each team with constructive feedback after the round. Please keep the feedback to be about the debate round and about their speaking skills. We don't like to comment on appearances, clothes, anything like that. This is about debate. We don't really care what the kids look like. We're just happy they're here debating on a Friday night. That's pretty amazing. If any issues or rule challenges come up during the round, contact our tournament director, Chris Cook, at 918-743-8024. Ballot expectations. When you arrive, check in at the ballot table to see if you have a ballot assigned to you. If you do have a ballot assigned, pick it up and head to your room in a timely manner so rounds can start on time. If you do not have a ballot assigned, please stay close. We will most likely reassign one to you if you're available, as not everyone shows up that's signed up to judge. After the round, return your completed ballot to the ballot table, which is me, as soon as possible, and check to see if you have a ballot for the second round. And you do have time to go to the restroom between rounds. After each round is complete, you'll cast your ballot for the winning team by writing their team code and whether they were affirmative or negative on the appropriate lines. And I'll show you what a team code looks like on the next slide. You will also assign speaker points to each speaker ranging from 26 to 30. On this scale, a score of 26 would mean the speaker demonstrated below average speaking skills, while a 30 would mean the speaker demonstrated near perfect speaking skills. Now, we rarely give 26s, as those can be really discouraging to someone new to the activity and even maybe convince them to quit the activity. So I suggest giving like a 26.5 or something to soften it. Now, if there's poor etiquette, bullying, just terrible behavior, a 26 is absolutely okay. A 30 would be the best debate you've seen maybe ever, and a 29 is an example of a score for the best debate you've seen that day. Like I said, you can use decimal points when assigning speaker points, and you can assign the same number of points to multiple students. If the winning team received the lowest speaker point average in the round, please check the low point win box. This is rare, but does happen. An example of that would be if one team had really poor etiquette and you just don't want to vote on them, then the team with the lower speaker points would win. here's an example of a ballot, and you'll see those team codes next to Dove Science. That's DIDO is their team code. The Charles Page code is GIBA. So it's the first two letters of each teammate's last name. Please ask each student what part they're speaking. If it is first affirmative, first negative, second negative, write their name there. Make sure you have that correct. So you assign the correct points to the correct students. Write if the AF or neg side won the debate. Write their team code, those 4 letters. Check if it's a low point win. Write your signature. And if you're here volunteering on behalf of a school, put that. If not, don't fill that out. Here's a great ballot. We know who was each speaker position. We know who won, what side they were on. There's a judge signature, and there's awesome feedback written about the debate and about the speaking skills. This is a bad ballot. Oral feedback was given, which means it probably slowed our tournament down. We think the neg won, not a signature. No one got points. We have no idea who was the first or second speaker to each round, and we can't really do anything with this. In the unlikely event of an emergency, TDL will contact coaches and judges by text with instructions. If you have an emergency in your round, please contact Chris at 918-743-8024. If there's an intruder, lock doors, move away from doors and windows, await instructions. If there's a tornado, please follow instructions posted in classroom and/or instructions from TDL. If there's a fire, follow instructions posted in classroom and/or instructions from TDL. Thanks so much for being here once again. We really appreciate you. We just couldn't do it without you. Contact Chris at 918-743-8024 if anything comes up. But if anything does, we typically suggest you keep the round going and chat with us after, unless it's an absolute emergency. And I hope you have fun.